They just dropped some of the coolest bangers I think I have seen for the manga-themed collection. Make sure you guys smash the crap out of that subscribe button so you guys don't miss out on more awesome content. I have been waiting to see some of these cards, and there are some absolute units in here. So this is Barrel Dragon, the Machine Dragon. It is a level 7 Dark Machine monster with 2600 attack and 2200 defense. Now you can only use this card's name's second and third effects once per turn each. So if you control no monsters, you can normal summon this card without tributing. Kind of stinks that it does take up your normal summon for the turn, but that's fine. Now during your main phase, you can add one Dark Machine monster from your deck to your hand, except for Barrel Dragon, the Machine Dragon. This searches for Orcust cards. Also searches for Cycle Reader if you want a hand trap. I don't really think we're going to have much of a use for that right now, but hey, level 7 Dragon? Recruiting for other Dark Machines, that's good. Now, during the battle phase, if this card is in your graveyard, because it was sent there from the field this turn, quick effect, you can special summon this card, and if you do, toss a coin 3 times. Then you can destroy a number of monsters on the field up to the number of heads. I love that my boss monster can recur itself back to the field. It's a free normal summon. It's a free adding of additional cards. Surely there is nothing broken that this card possibly can't keep providing us. That, like, this card is absolutely amazing. Now, you probably have been asking yourself, oh, when are we going to get the Relinquished retrain? You know, we've already got the Millennium Eyes Restrict, you know, all this other good stuff. No, Relinquished is here. They did not forget about our boy. This is Relinquished, the Wicked Eye of Illusion. Is a level 1 Dark Illusion ritual monster with 0 attack and 0 defense. Now we can ritual summon this card with Relinquished, the Wicked Eye of Illusion. Wait, this is just itself. So you can only use this card's name's first and third effects once per turn each. So we contribute 2 monsters to special summon this card from your hand. This is treated as a ritual summon. I'm sorry, our boy has a built-in ritual summoning condition on himself? Your opponent takes any damage that you would take from battles involving this card instead. So we're maintaining the old Relinquished clause of being able to reflect things. This also does not need an equip to do the reflect. Now, during the main phase, alright, this works during either player's turn. We can target one effect monster your opponent controls, negate its effects, and if you do, equip it to this card as an equip spell that gives 2000 attack. There is no restriction on the amount of equips that this card can actually have on it. This guy can suck up one on your turn, one on your opponent's, and we can just keep sucking up as many materials until this thing hits 10,000 attack points. There is no possible downside to this card. Like, that is amazing to see. Now, we also got Gilford the Lightning, the Warrior of Thunderbolts. This is a 2800, 1400 light warrior. Now, you can only use this card's name's third effect once per turn. So we can special summon this card from your hand by tributing 3 monsters. Your opponent cannot activate cards or effects when summoned this way by tributing a monster or monsters that they own. So, remember in the duel, Joey got Lava Golem? Well, if you know, in that same scenario, you'd be able to just use that against your opponent. Now, if this card is special summoned by its first effect, your opponent sends all monsters that they control to the graveyard. And if this card is sent to the graveyard, you can activate this effect. During the end phase of this turn, add 1 warrior monster from your deck to your hand. Now, if you were just to play this as like a discard fodder or something to like play along in a combo, you do get a free recruitment of a warrior during the end phase. I do think that there is something to be had with that, and I do like that they did build that little extra bonus onto this card just to kind of get you some free value in that. Now, we have a couple of other cool cards here. This is Penalty Game, Greed of the Illusion of Avarice. Yes, this is a normal trap card. Now, you can only activate 1 card with this card's name per turn. If your opponent added a card or cards from their deck to their hand this turn, except during the draw phase, inflict 400 damage for each card in their hand. Alright, so, I mean, this is good in Trickstars. Then if the total number of cards in their hand, field, and graveyard is 20 or more, you can banish their entire hand. I am so glad that in the year 2026, we have gotten Trickstar support, because this was totally a card that needed to exist in order to better the agenda of the burn that, Trickstar was already pushing. But interesting card. Next up is Zombyra. This is really cool because we needed a new Zombyra. So it's a level 4 Dark Warrior with 2100 attack, 500 defense, still maintaining that same effect. So when this card declares an attack, you can lose 500 life points, and if you do, this card gains 500 attack. And I mean, that's not until the end of the turn, so we can just keep on stacking that on up. Now, when a monster is destroyed by battle, you can equip this card from your graveyard to that monster, when a monster is destroyed by battle, you can equip this card from your graveyard to that monster that destroyed that monster. Then you can destroy one monster your opponent controls with the highest attack, your choice of title. That's kind of cool. The equipped monster's name becomes Zombyra. Also, its effects are negated. And when the equipped monster declares an attack, its controller loses 500 life points. And if they do, it gains 500 attack. Okay, so we're just mode changing through monsters and making funny Zombyras with this. That's kind of funny. Now, we also have some evil dragons down here. There's some things called the evil dragon cards that existed in the manga that are finally coming to fruition now. This is a level 4 Earth Dragon with 1200 attack, 2000 defense. Now, this cannot be normal summon set. It must be special summoned from your hand by revealing 3 Earth monsters in your hand, including this card. Now, you can only use the first and second effects of this card's name once per turn. So you can reveal this card in your hand, add a dragon card from your deck to your hand, and then discard one card. So it can actually recruit for another dragon card, which is kind of cool. Now, when your opponent activates a monster effect on the field, quick effect, you can negate that effect. Then if a water monster is on the field, this card cannot be destroyed by battle or card effects. Alright, well, this is the first of the dragon card archetypes. What's our second one down here do? This is the Evil Dragon cards, Metal Dragon. So this is a level 5 dragon, special summon effect with 2100 attack, 1500 defense. Now, this cannot be normal summoner set. It must be special summoned from the hand by revealing 3 light monsters in the hand, including this card. Now, you can only use the first and second effects of this card's name once per turn each. So you can reveal this card in the hand to add a dragon card from your deck to your hand, then discard a card. So we're getting the same recruitment effect that we had previously here. Now, during the main phase, quick effect, destroy one monster your opponent controls, and if you do, send this card to the graveyard. Then if an earth monster is on the field, we can draw a card. Okay, so we got a self-replacement effect here. That's not too bad. And then we have Super Critical. Continuous spell card. You can activate one card with this card's name per turn. When this card resolves, you can add one card with an effect that requires a dice roll from your deck to your hand. Finally, a good dice searcher. Once per chain per player. If either player rolls a 1 from a card effect dice roll, you can activate one of these effects. Destroy up to 3 monsters their opponent controls, or they destroy one monster their opponent controls, and if they do, negate the effects of one monster their opponent controls, or they special summon a monster from their graveyard. Okay, well that's cool. All these cards are pretty cool. I am in support of these. So what do you guys think? Please comment down below, tell me what you guys think, and I'll see your beautiful faces back here in a day, guys. Patrons, thank you.
Thank you so much for watching. Check out these other videos.